era was incredibly creative, and there were some extraordinary people. We were very lucky to meet and just be with. People from all walks of life, actually, were thrown together in this amazing sort of period which will never be again, which everybody is trying to recapture now. I think we just went with the flow of what was happening, and it was so creative, and we were more adventurous, and I think we were all sort of much freer in some way. The beginning of that whole amazing era of fashion, really. It started in London in those days. We were very, very young. And it was an unbelievably mad, creative, completely sort of artistic era. You know, it was really, I mean, people were experimenting and going against every grain and just revolutionizing everything and just expressing themselves in every way they want. Just a complete freedom. The shoots were definitely outrageous, always. We always had tons of Dynel hair put on in all colors, and the eyelashes were, I actually started that whole fad there with the eyelashes put in one by one that looked like spiders. We'd go on these amazing trips for American Vogue to the desert and to the blue mosques and be standing half naked on these mosques. Now we would be arrested, but in those days we were painted blue and flowing gowns, and I remember once in Sardinia with Alexandre, the hairdresser Alexandre. We went through literally the garbage cans at 5 o'clock in the morning to find out all of these seashells and seaweed that he put into my hair, and he did this beauty shot of me with this hair which was sort of never ending, like a Medusa, you know, and my face was all painted like the sea. I mean, it was very creative in those days, you know, nothing stopped us. It was just so much fantasy and imagination, and it was such fun. I have some wonderful memories of all of those trips and all of those shoots, and I was lucky enough to work with all of the great photographers, all of the great Penn and Avedon and Henry Clark and Parkinson and Cecil Beaton and Helmut Newton and Bert Stern and Sokolsky, all of those, you know, it was always extraordinary and wonderful. I have such great memories of those days. I think it's an expression of oneself, and people care, I mean, most people care about what they look like more and more. I mean, it's coming back to, you know, women wanting to look feminine and beautiful and you know, and I think that, and men too. I mean, men want to look great. I think it's, you know, respecting yourself and other people to look good, and so I mean, fashion is a big part of that.